Okay, a lot of guys on the forum have been asking about how you do the steering wheel horn stuff to make your horn work. Alright, first off, you have to have power coming into the steering column. So that would be the first thing to look at is your wiring. The wiring is run through the turn signal harness. The horn actually grounds to the steering shaft, which the horn button is this part right here. If you touch this to the steering column, you can see it sparking. You push it down, and the pressure of the steering wheel is what does it. So, that being said, the first install, you have, this is for a tilt steering column, by the way. As you can see, the levers on it. Here is the turn signal canceling cam with the spring-loaded turn signal switch. You have the spring that goes on the shaft, which is only for the tilt steering wheel. It's not on the 3-speed columns. It's only on the tilt steering wheel and the automatic columns. This goes on, then your canceling cam goes on. Once that's on, you can take the steering wheel, and you have to line the steering wheel and the horn spring through the hole to get it to mount. And then you straighten the wheel the best you can till it slides down onto the splines. Now you can see that it's in there. Then you have the washer and then the nut to tighten the steering wheel. Now, for this demonstration, I'm only putting it on hand tight because I got to take it off and drive the truck and get the steering wheel set correctly, which you want to make sure you do as well. So push it down tight, then tighten it down by hand. And you can see the nut goes on a pretty good way. Now, for the horn installation, you take the spherical washer. I don't know if I said that right, but anyway, it's the concave washer. It's got the 3 bolt holes to line up the horn. It goes in, you'll see it sparking. You line the holes up with the mounting holes. So when you put the other piece in, you have the horn cap retainer piece with 3 screws. There's a plastic collar that goes inside of it that keeps the 3 screws together. If I can get it out. There you go. It's got the 3 screws in it. It's plastic. I've got several of them. A couple of them are broke. I don't think it matters if they're broke as long as they stay insulated from the metal. You also have the notch in the top of this retainer that you put at the top of the center of the steering wheel. Get the holes lined up. And when you're tightening these down, you don't have to cinch down on them. You just want to get them tight. You don't have to really put them in real tight. Just line them up good. Make sure they screw in all 3 holes. And just finger tight with a screwdriver is all you need. Because it's not doing anything but holding that retainer piece on. That's it. Then you take your horn cap button, which if you notice, this one's still got the factory gasket on it. So I'm assuming that this is a factory tilt steering column wheel that a friend of mine just gave me. And it's in very good shape. And you pop the horn cap on. And that's all there is to it. That's how you install the horn pieces to do a 71, 72 tilt steering column in a truck. And I'll hook the horns up.
If I can do it with one hand. Put the connector in, pop it in.
All right, horns are hooked up. Go back to the truck and presto, you have a horn. So that's all there is to it, guys. Have any questions, holler at me.